Hello everybody, welcome to Boxing Science. This video is sponsored by Saga Fitness. In this workout, we're going to be taking the Irish takeover, Stephen Cairns, through a strength and power workout. Stephen's been on the program for about 3 months now and is really developing really well. We're going to be starting off with an extended warm-up, some plyometrics, some single leg plyometrics as well. We're going to be working on pause back squat as he's progressing on his squatting journey. And then we're going to be challenging his rate of force development through the punching action with a landmine punch. And then we've got some single leg work, some upper back work, and also we're going to finish off with core circuit. So let's have a look at the workout, and then I'll review kind of the reasons why we're putting these exercises for Stephen at this stage. Okay, so to review Stephen's workout, we started off with extended warm-up. We use repeated counter movement jumps. The reason why we're using repeated counter movement jumps is to overload the eccentric phase of a jumping action. The reason why we do this at Boxing Science is because we see a very small difference between an athlete's squat jump and counter movement jump. This highlights that boxers have poor eccentric utilization, and we've seen this with Stephen. His squat jump and counter movement jump are quite close, so we're working on this repeated counter movement jump to develop the effectiveness of his lower body stretch shortening cycle. We're doing pogos. We normally do pogos. We can do them anywhere in the gym, but we're actually doing it on the OptiJump. The OptiJump feeds back data on his flight time and his contact time. What we've seen with Stephen is that his contact time needs improving. So we're feeding back on his contact time as he's doing his jumps. So this feedback has seen like 5 and 10% changes even in a single session. So this is making sure that we're optimizing every single exercise that we do at Boxing Science. Today, Stephen worked on a paused back squat. So he's doing the back squat, pausing at the bottom for around 2 seconds and then firing up. Stephen's quite new to the program, is naturally quite strong, and we probably could progress him onto back squat, but we're wanting him to challenge his movement foundations, strength foundations, and not relying on that kind of natural power and that natural spring that he has. So we're getting him nice and deep into the bottom of the squat, holding, and he's maintaining posture and making sure his squat technique at the bottom of the lift is sound before we start moving on to challenging that dip and bounce under heavier loads. So the paused back squat is fantastic exercise for anybody that's wanting to develop their squat technique whilst getting strong. And then the final one that I'm going to cover is the landmine punch. On the landmine punch today, the reason why we're doing it so early with Stephen is because we're seeing a bit of dissociation between how high he can jump and how hard he can punch. Stephen is a naturally strong fighter and he can punch quite hard, but on the landmine punch test, his scores were a little bit behind. Whereas like on his jump scores were really high. And what we normally see at Boxing Science is that the higher you can jump, is the better that you perform on the counter movement jump and the squat jump test, the better that you probably perform on the landmine punch throw test. And when that doesn't add up, we have to see what different things are happening in the chain. Is it upper body strength? We know that Stephen's quite strong upper body, is already pressing like 35, 37 kilos on chest press. Is it core strength? Or is it kinetic chain sequencing? And with Stephen, it's a little bit of the two. So we're working on core strength at the back end of the program, but we're looking at improving kinetic chain sequencing. So that means how effective we can produce force and transfer it from the foot all the way through to the fist. So on this, we're coaching Stephen in that punching stance to drive through the floor, produce as much force through rotating the hips, rotating the torso, and using the gym aware as feedback to give him like targets to make sure that he's approaching each repetition in each set with maximum intent. A little bit similar to the pogos and the repeated counter movement jumps. Okay guys, so hopefully that's given you a good summary, a good insight to Stephen's preparations. We're looking forward to seeing him fight in April. If you've got any questions about any of the exercises that we've used, any of the programs that are available to you, please leave a comment in the comment box below. And if you're not a subscriber to the Boxing Science YouTube channel yet, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Okay guys, thank you very much. Hope to see you on the next video.